What's your ratio of winning trades versus losing trades?
Well, that would depend on the strategy that I'm employing at the time. But so, for example, most of the trading that I do these days is sitting at around about 50% or so, maybe 50 to 55% win rate. Some intraday trades have a slightly higher win rate than that, but certainly on my swing trades, I'm only right maybe 50% or so. And people would say, well, that's a really bad strike rate, Charlie. I don't care. Because to me it's about risk to reward. So if I'm risking 1 to make 2 or make 3, then I can afford to be wrong 50% of the time. I can afford to be wrong 40% of the time, and I'm still going to be making decent returns. But I always say, for newer traders, they have that desperation, that need to be right as much as possible. Newer traders don't want to be right only 50% of the time, because it means they're wrong 50% of the time and they can't handle the losses. So I get that, but what most people find is that as they become more experienced and they develop a thick skin, then you shrug off the losing trades a lot and you don't mind those, because you can take have lots of little opportunities and to find trades. Some of them aren't going to work out, but when the ones that do work out, they make so much more than the losses you have, then it doesn't really matter. But it's easy to say that in theory. In the thick of things, when you've just had 5 losing trades in a row, for a newer trader, it's difficult for them to cope with emotionally. But as you develop as a trader and you've been around for a number of years, you get so used to that. It's a bit like, I always use the analogy of when I was young. But I remember when you were young, you're 18 years old, a long 20 odd years ago, we used to go to nightclubs in our suits. And anyway, used to go to nightclubs, and you'd always see these guys there who would just go onto the dance floor and always be chatting to a girl and just get rejected and told to go away or whatever. And they had this amazing ability to handle rejection. Now, for me back then, I was quite shy as a young guy. I could never go up to a strange girl and just approach her and just say hi, because of the fear of rejection. But some people have that ability to be able to just be rejected and then just move on and on and on. It's that type of mentality we need to have with trading. So just get used to the rejection when you just lose, and to be able to just move on to the next trade and not worry about the fact that your last trade was a loss, because this one might actually be a good trade.